Let's nitpick this apart. I'll find the flaws, but I haven't seen this one yet. Just came out 12 minutes ago. Let's speed this up for copyright, mostly. Usually not a factor for CCs, but then again, I don't want to deal with it.
A new vehicle tier appears in World of Tanks for the first time. This is a very important step for the whole game. What Tier 11 is, what new features it brings, and what opportunities it provides for players. The creative director of World of Tanks, Sergey Snisarenko, is here to fill you in.
The new tier expands and improves tank gameplay while keeping its core and essence. It creates an atmosphere of discovery even for veteran players. All players will reach Tier 11 for the first time, where everyone can choose their own new favorite tank, find the vehicle's weak spots, and even come up with some new tactics. The way to get Tier 11 vehicles follows the game traditions. You open the tech tree, research a new tank for XP, and purchase it for credits, nothing more. There is only one exception, the main reward for personal missions. 16 unique vehicles of 4 types await you at Tier 11. 7 heavy tanks, 5 medium tanks, 3 tank destroyers, and 1 light tank.
No artillery!
Each vehicle has its own role in battle. Tank destroyers come in both sniper and assault varieties. There are heavy tanks with versatile breakthrough, assault, and support roles. Medium tanks cover versatile, sniper, assault, and support. And of course, there is a light tank. Everyone can find something to their liking. This amount ensures that required diversity of vehicles and roles, and even allows for creating full-scale same-tier battles. But that's only the first 16 vehicles. In future, we're going to add new vehicles to this tier, each of which will have its own mechanics and other attributes that I will talk about soon. The volume of high-tier content will expand gradually, now encompassing not 3, but 4 tiers, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Tier 8 will remain the entry point to the high tiers, where vehicles start resembling the tanks at the crowns of their branches. Frontline, Onslaught, Light, and other modes, all that remains Tier 8 territory. They keep their battle tier, while premium tanks of this tier still be a reliable source of credit income. Premium Tier 9 will start earning even more than before, and also keep bringing you rare currency, bones. Tier 9.
They're buffing Tier 9 premiums? Well, then again, they have to make money, right? So, sell you more loot box, and now Tier 11 is the goalpost. They moved it, so more frequent Tier 9s and obviously Tier 10s as special tanks in Tier loot box. Of course, yeah, okay. I mean, at least it's more profitable for Tier 9 premiums, but yeah, the current power level of Tier 9 premiums compared to Tier 8 premiums, tier for tier, is not as crazy, right? But medium tanks are getting there. Like with the Eric, the DZT, it's getting there. Heavy tanks are slacking behind. WZ-114, Chieftain Proto, STRVK, whatever.
As a whole will become a part of a new ecosystem, where battles will become more diverse with the participation of Tier 11. Sometimes they will be harder, but the rewards for such battles will increase. Tier 10 will keep its current gameplay, but now you can not only play but also research your preferred Tier 11 vehicle. With the release of 2.0, Tier 10 will remain the main tier for serious competitive play like Onslaught or Maneuvers. And of course, Tier 10 will still earn bombs. So Tier 11 just expand the endgame content while continuing the game evolution in a natural way and leaving room for everyone else. It wouldn't be enough to just create stronger tanks for the new tier. That's why we're introducing special mechanics, each created specifically for a particular Tier 11 vehicle. This is what makes the new vehicle special. The mechanics have been crafted to highlight the vehicle's unique traits. There can be active abilities or passive buffs that activate automatically. For example, when you press X button, the 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏 fires a high explosive salvo from its 2 auxiliary guns. This significantly increases the firepower in addition to its ammo. The ASXX40T, a successor of the 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏, has received an external ammo rack. It gives you full control over the loading process. You decide for yourself how many shells will be loaded into your magazine. The Leopard 120 𝗕𝗏𝗶𝗶𝗶 has a ballistic calculator that improves accuracy and gun stabilization. This highlights and strengthens the Leopard sniper role. The new mechanics don't turn the game into a hero shooter. They aren't superpowers that can completely decide a battle outcome. These mechanics just add more tactical depth. They open up more opportunities for team play. This is a new gameplay edge built into the familiar rules of the game. Having special...
They even mention hero shooter and how this is not it, so... Even they know hero shooter is already... gross. But it's like Onslaught with their special ability, just cater to each and every individual vehicle. So I presume not all assault heavy tanks get the same ability. They get different ability, right? So auxiliary, the rat gets different auxiliary guns compared to other like assault heavy tanks, if there is one. So possibly the KR1. So I don't think it's all the same. So it's switched up, which is good.
Mechanics for each vehicle is a completely new approach for creating tanks. It means that all vehicles in the tier can fight in their own way, not like all other tanks in the game. At the same time, we've tuned the balance to ensure that tier 10 and even tier 9 vehicles always have a chance, and there are gradual growth in effectiveness as tier increase. Each tier 11 tank is stronger than its predecessor at tier 10. Which is logical, but the mouse could well stand its ground against the 𝗧𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗲. The new upgrade system is being introduced specially for tier 11, and it provides a wide range of opportunities to improve your vehicle. Each tank has received its own upgrade tree, consisting of 25 upgrades. Small nodes give a moderate boost to characteristics, while big ones give a significant boost or mechanic improvement. Give a significant boost.
100 health is not that significant. Give it like 500 or something, alright? 100 health is whatever.
To characteristics, while big ones give us receive its own upgrade.
So 25 in total, and it doesn't seem to be a limit. You can research everything, and I think this is just a placeholder XP for now. But if this becomes like 50,000 XP for just 100 HP, that's crazy. So I think, well, it possibly could not be like placeholder. It's just 10,000 XP. 10,000 XP is not that bad, right? Based off of premium time and 5x XP tickets. Not that bad. It's like a research in tier 7, practically. But yeah, we'll have to see if they actually bait and switch with the actual pricing. But for now, it doesn't look like they're doing, with the 7 million credits and 300,000 XP needed for tier 11. Hopefully.
Tree consisted of 25 upgrades. Small, no.
That's actually better than 100 more HP with 20% more ammo rack health. Yeah, that's definitely 100 more HP compared to a 3,000 health vehicle, right?
Nodes give a moderate boost to characteristics, while big ones give a significant boost or mechanic improvement.
Reduce auxiliary gun reload time by
significant boost
10%. Not bad. I mean, this is special ability catered. So each one is like a Final Fantasy character in terms of a tech tree, like Final Fantasy X in a sense, with a sphere grid. God, I'm old. And each one has their own ability, along with the regular stuff like HP or reload time, speed, maneuverability, yada yada. But that's interesting. Okay, so it's like a sphere grid. Final Fantasy 10? Yeah, it's 10.
or mechanic improvement. For instance, the 𝗧𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗶 can give 200 hit points plus 2 km/h to its top speed.
Okay. So basically faster aim time, better accuracy. Like 600 more DPM. From what? That is not. That is more than a rammer. That's... What the hell is this? 25% more DPM? I mean, health is 400 more than the actual mouse, but top speed, auxiliary gun reload time is 50 seconds to 40 seconds. The craziest shift is DPM. Possibly because of the auxiliary guns is also incorporated, possibly into the DPM, but who the hell knows. Average damage is about the same as a 128, slightly a little bit better than 128 regularly for the Germans, but they don't release the stats.
100 horsepower and even a 20% reduction to its auxiliary guns loading time. The upgrades will provide access to alternative loadouts and the second equipment slot, because the new system replaces field modification for tier 11 vehicles. To unlock
Do they also use the same equipment as tier 10s? Which is good, because the shift from like bottom tier equipment to top tier equipment is dramatic. At tier 5, all the combination of equipment for the 3 of them costs more than the actual vehicle if you don't buy them at a discount, which is insane when you think about it. The equipment cost more than the vehicle at low tier, so thankfully we don't get like prime equipment that you have to pay more for the same effect. Thank God.
Upgrades, you only need one base currency, XP. No additional complications.
So free XP also. Basically means you can just free XP the whole thing, right? So there's no limitation on you free XPing all the way to tier 11. Or tier 11 all the way into the full upgrade. So basically means this is cheaper than a assembly shop vehicle. But then again, this is around all the time, whereas FOMO with assembly shop. So, alright.
And you can unlock everything. You just need to choose what you want to get earlier and what to put aside for later.
Yes,
The new upgrade system provides new opportunities and doesn't impose any limitations. For example, boosting survivability won't come at the cost of mobility. You can upgrade your tank in many aspects at once, and each vehicle will have its own upgrade list. After you opened all the upgrade nodes, your vehicle will get elite status, and you'll be able to get the new customization elements, exclusive to tier 11.
By the way, earning the level thing from mastering the vehicle, right? So this little badge, every vehicle has it, but getting to 155 is pretty crazy. So this is your red tiger or blue tiger strike camo. Call of Duty counterpart equivalent. So getting to 155 on this little badge, that will take a while. That will take like... What's the highest I even got out of the 155 or the service badge thing? Vehicles. Can you even see that? I wonder. Is it based off of battles? I think it's possibly based off of battles. Yeah, okay, you can reach it after like 1,000 battles in your artillery. Yeah, it doesn't even count for like 1,000 battle in. So more recent stuff you do, right? Also based on your performance, I presume. And XP earned. So I haven't played the GW Tiger as much as the M53, 55 after the system is introduced, right? I play more of the American than the Germans. So therefore you get more points out of it. Unless, I don't know if it's better because of performance or something like that, but yeah, getting to 155 for a vehicle, only tier 11 is, will take some time. Definitely will take some time, but it will help out after you finish all the grind to the upgrade anyways. So, okay. For 155, that's pretty dramatic.
Get the new customization elements, exclusive to tier 11. Stat tracker shows everyone around how many tanks your vehicle has turned into wreckage.
Redundant.
New volumetric style add depth to the vehicle texture without...
It kind of looks like a turtle. That's actually better than a little counter. The counter doesn't matter. I want the vehicle to look more aesthetically pleasing than a stupid counter, right? So put gun sleeves, put camouflage nets, but then again, it doesn't matter. It's not like War Thunder where you can turn off the outline of the vehicle. So yeah, give us like more aesthetic stuff than whatever.
Changing the external geometry. Separate customization elements for gun barrels, camo nets, protective covers, inscriptions, and much more. All this is more than just cosmetics. First off, it's an additional incentive to play in your favorite vehicle. And besides that, it shows you've played many battles in this tank and know how to use it. Tier 11 will charge into battle with the release of update 2.0. It will add a new layer of gameplay, where each tank equals a unique playstyle, each with its own mechanics, own upgrades, and own way to victory. You can research Tier 11 thoroughly, and in your own time, it will remain the highest tier in the game for a long while. We won't go higher until this tier has been filled enough.
We won't go higher until this tier is filled enough. They did not say that they're not introducing tier 12 or 13 or 20. So yeah, your dream of Abrams might still come true, but that's gonna take another like 10 years or something. But
At the moment, Tier 11 provides all the necessary space to introduce all the innovations we plan. We don't force changes. Gameplay at high tiers will develop naturally, depending on how players interact with Tier 11. We're in no rush. Battles at this new tier work by the usual rules, but they feel fresh. Tier 11 is easy to jump into since the foundation is familiar and clear. But at the same time, each battle will bring new situations, new challenges, and new excitement.
they did not mention the actual economy of Tier 11, right? But they did not mention if Tier 11s will make bonds. Did not mention if Tier 11s will cost more credits to repair and ammo restock and yada yada yada. So let's see the actual main article on the website. Yeah, there it is. Already opened it up, but details about the main blah, 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 from fully redesigned. It's World of Tanks, not World of Maps. You wish you want a World of Maps. High tier armor warfare. Armor warfare. The UI looks like armor warfare. Okay. Special mechanics. Each vehicle has their own unique animation base mechanic. I presume some animation base. Other one doesn't have it, like the Leopard 120. Presumably, other than the UI change, but different upgrade system. So different field mods. Also, what's good is it's not like you have to sacrifice one stat for another stat, like better accuracy or better aim time, right? So it's full stats upgrade. It's not just like you have to choose, which is, I mean, there's no diversity, but at least there's no downside. So it's like a grind, right? It's like a grind. It's like a stock grind to, it's basically stock grind for a tier 11. Customization stuff. I wish they add this stuff, right? The stats tracker, the gun sleeve to like tier 10s, tier 9s, tier 8s, right? But they only added to tier 11. Meh. So basically, the stats you already have for your artillery is practically nothing. It's already useless. So your 200 level out of 225 or something like that, it doesn't mean much. Also, the marks of excellence doesn't mean much. So, okay. Alright. So basically, they're already locked in. The XP needed and the credits needed. So thank God we don't have to grind that much XP. So this is cheap. Like I already mentioned in the previous video, this is cheap. This is a third of a tier 10 assembly shop vehicle, right? So that's super cheap, no question. Same goes with the credits too. So that's good. You don't have to grind your ass off for like 14 million credits or 10 million credits for a vehicle. And I presume they use the same equipment as tier 10, so no fancy equipments that cost like 3 million credits for one equipment or something like that. That would be crazy. But mostly heavy tanks. They don't want you to camp in the back. If you're camping in the back, it's mostly the S tank that's better than the, well, presumably, but rear mounted Grill 15 as well. And it's the 𝗧𝗶𝗶𝗿 you guys mentioned. Out of all of this, the more meta vehicle I can see from this list right now is likely more of the breakthrough heavy. The mouse, the 𝗧𝗶𝗶𝗿 gimmick, right? They're slow, you're not that active, so it's mostly about the 277 originally, the IS-7, maneuverability, mobility, and armor and firepower. So I'll give that to stuff like the KR-1, possibly the BlackRock. BlackRock is like a steroid Griffin in a sense, so yeah. Or possibly the super can opener. But yeah, thankfully, upgrade nodes coming small, large, and final variants. Alright, so basically we lock in all the credit needed, all the XP needed, right? They cannot just bait and switch and say the stuff costs more later on. I mean, could cost less. I would be grateful, but they're not. So yeah, we're locking on the actual cost of XP and credits, which is good, and it's not that much. So out of all of this, it's 25. So it's about 250,000 small nodes in terms of XP. If all of them are big nodes, which not really. Let's see, more than... It's about half in big... Well, about a third in big nodes and half in small nodes or so. So it's not that much XP. It's about 400,000 XP for fully upgrading everything in terms of tier 11 or so, right? But now if I put it that way, this still sounds a little bit ridiculous. But then again, in order to get to the gun sleeve, you have to reach XP needed. So you will start getting the vehicle badge already before you start. So this does not count into like field mods. You don't have to grind this separately. So you already have this going on while you're grinding the actual upgrades to get to your gun sleeve and tracker thing. But eventually you complete the progression tree and orders up, putting a tailored vehicle strength, blah blah blah. Once all nodes are unlocked, your vehicle achieves elite status. So elite status means you can train your crew better. So accelerate training. That's normally what elite status means. But volumetric style. I presume the styles are different. But for now, are they different or are they the same? The gun sleeve is presumably different. Like some of them have the metal coating for the rat, the Teshin rat. This one has the foliage. So I presume the gun sleeves are different. The tracker is all the same. And tracker looks kind of gross too. It's not even LED, so it's just a regular flipper flopper. Flipper flopper. But yeah, at least all of them get special animation with their auxiliary guns or vehicle. This one doesn't have animation, just two guns. And that's the animation, I guess. Yeah, okay. So basically, in order to sell you more tier 10 loot box and tier 9 premium tanks, they have to introduce tier 11s. You guys mentioned it. Yeah, it makes sense. I can see that. I can obviously see that, but if they only put like 3 new maps per patch, I'll shut the F up, right? 3 new maps per patch, 10 maps per year, I'll shut the F up. I'll definitely shut the F up. If they put more advancements in like Frontlines, since everybody play Frontlines, not that many people play Steel Hunter. If they put more stuff, or even put like a different tier, like tier 6 Frontline, with like one more vehicle in reserve because of airstrike or artillery strike, that would be great. Just mix stuff up, right? But yeah, just make us jealous of the Panzer term and the rocket launcher from Art of Strategy that the Russians are incorporating into Frontline. So yeah, it's World of Tanks, not World of Maps or Diversity or Game Modes or something. I don't know. But for now, tier 11 looks a lot better than the Russian version. We already mentioned this. It looks a lot better. At least it's not that expensive too. So thankfully they basically lock in with the price for this announcement. So you're not going to get bait and switched, and hopefully you're not going to get bait and switch with the actual pricing and the nodes in upgrades. But it still will cost a while. But then again, yeah, unless they're changing the actual XP earned for per battle, you'll still have to play around like 400 battles, 500 battles with your tier 11 to reach everything. So it's still a grind fest, but at least to get to the vehicle, it's not a grind fest. To get to the vehicle is a third of a assembly shop, which is totally fine. So, oh, there we go, folks. Tier 11s in a nutshell. So, alright, fine. We'll cover all the stats once they come out, if they ever come out. If they ever go after NDA or finish NDA with it, but I'll talk to you guys next time. So, as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
思い出せるように残された目印ああえいやああふわああえいや 日の話終わり迎えた証私を変えた出会い100分の1の旅路